Like the Phoenix, there is another classic wood coaster that has lived more than one life. It is the Comet, located at the Great Escape Amusement Park in Lake George, New York. And to many, this die-hard thrill machine is considered the #1 roller coaster in the entire world.
The Comet's the #1 coaster because it's the best out-and-back ride in existence. It really mixes curves, ups and downs, and it feels to me the fastest coaster in the world. At least it does today because it's been raining.
While most passengers prefer their coasters dry, there are a few die-hard enthusiasts who delight at blending the wet with the wild.
It's always better to ride it in the rain because the tracks are slick, so it really skitters along. The Comet, to me, is twice the thrill in the rain.
Since reopening in the spring of 1994, the Comet has thrilled thousands of riders, both wet and dry. But few of these enthusiastic passengers know the details of this magnificent coaster's past. In an earlier life, it was one of the most legendary wood rides of all times. The Crystal Beach Cyclone, built in 1927 at Crystal Beach in Ontario, Canada.
It was fiendish, monstrous. It had a nurse and a first aid station at the unloading platform. That's how bad they were. The trouble was, it was so frightening that people would come to watch rather than ride, so it led a short life.
By the fall of 1946, rising insurance costs and increasing maintenance woes closed the notorious thrill machine. But not forever. Within a year, the Crystal Beach Cyclone was transformed into an out-and-back coaster by ride designer Herbert Schmeck. It was rebuilt on the very same spot and renamed the Comet.
What he did was save the first hill and make the rest of it just up and down and out and back.
Crystal Beach Comet riders could face forward or backward. And while not as vicious as its predecessor, the Comet had something to offer former Cyclone fans as well as the uninitiated who thrilled to the ride's raw energy and speed. But 41 years later, the era of the Comet at Crystal Beach came to an end. The Comet was sold for $200,000, dismantled, and stored in a warehouse where it collected dust for nearly 5 years. But it would not die. In 1994, it was reassembled piece by piece and restored to its former glory. Several hundred miles away at the Great Escape Amusement Park in Lake George, New York.
The Comet was brought here because it was a classic roller coaster and still is a classic roller coaster. It's the only coaster that has been rebuilt 3 times and has been thrilling riders ever since.
So here we go.
The new and improved Comet received rave reviews and in 1997 was ranked the #1 wooden roller coaster in the world, an award befitting its illustrious heritage.
A Great Escape saved what is a great roller coaster from Crystal Beach. I can understand the #1 rating because it is a #1 roller coaster, not just in the United States, but in the world. Oh, flat out best. Best roller coaster in the world.